immediately. And it's the great folks at Duraflame. These are mid-size heaters in size, but they are big size heaters with the heating element that is included. And it's their best selling heating element. That's infrared. At $99.98, if you don't have a big footprint or an area in which you want to place a heater, but you need supplemental heat, then this is the unit that you need to consider. And it has been very popular. Emily, welcome back.
Hi, Dan. Good to see you. So nice to be here.
I love that you've done some new colors, some colors that are actually exclusive to QVC.
Yep.
No one else has them. And although, again, it's a smaller unit in terms of overall size, that's your biggest heating element.
That's what this is all about. Most of our heaters that we've sold here at QVC, most of those 1.8 million are bigger 2-foot wide stove heaters, and we know they don't fit everywhere. So we also have some room size heater, but the what we have to do there is downgrade that technology to a standard heater. They work great in a 20 by 20 square foot space. But if you want more heat, but you don't have the space, you get the Goldilocks heater.
That's a great way to put it. And I'm telling you, I think for most people, they'll appreciate being able to get this at a price tag of under $100. I've got it on 6 easy pay payments as well. That breaks down to $16.66. I can tell you from personal experience in my own old farmhouse, drafty farmhouse, having this heater, meaning the infrared unit, the $16.66 that I pay on easy pay for a monthly payment for this thing is put right back in my pocket with having to pay less oil cost because I have an oil burning furnace. This was a win-win in my house all the way around because, listen, I'm grumpy, I'm old. I want to be comfortable, but I don't want to be throwing money out either.
That's exactly what Duraflame is all about. Down below, actually we'll do up here, these are our classic colors. Right here next to me is the bronze.
Metal construction, by the way.
Absolutely top of the line.
Not plastic.
This is a warm brown color. Next to you, Dan, we have the classic black. And I always think of our black as kind of lively with a specialized finish on it. Down below, we have our designer colors. Right here is the cinnamon, beautiful warm red. We have a new color, we call it martini olive.
I gotta tell you, I love that green looks.
Isn't that great?
It looks old.
It does.
Do you know what I mean?
Vintagey look.
Yeah, you take it right out of the box and it looks like the thing's 100 years old.
It decorates itself.
And that
almost.
martini olive is exclusive to QVC. You won't find it anywhere else.
And then next to you, Dan, we call that sweet corn. It's such a beautiful.
It's not a white. It's not a beige. It's kind of a.
It's got a little bit of a whisper of a yellow undertone. Absolutely.
And they did just a beautiful job on these spray finishes.
Beautiful.
They give you the look of a real fireplace, a real stove, but there's nothing in here that gets warm to the touch at all. The glory of the heat is underneath in an infrared heating sensor. And it's covered with this wonderful looking, almost Victorian-like metal grid.
Absolutely gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. I can take you right through it. It is just 17 inches wide, so again, perfect for those areas where you don't have a lot of space, especially kitchens, which get so cold. You've got that beautiful arched door, and this is a great front, really attractive look. And we'll show you the side of the heater in just a minute because you can enjoy this 3D flame technology from wherever you are in the room. And if we can just bring the lights down just a little bit and show the glory and splendor, but you have depth and dimension. This is a world-class flame effect. These look like split logs, and those flames come up over and through. Look at it come alive with the dark. But this is all completely cool to the touch. You see the undulating ember bed and that what looks like a cast iron grate. Then right below, this is hidden behind the door.
Those are your controls.
This is your control
The more expensive Duraflames come with a remote control. This one does not.
Correct.
But this thing is also $100 less
I know,
than the other infrared heater.
Exactly. Super simple controls. So right here is your on and off switch. When you turn it on, the flame goes on. Here is your heating switch. So now what I'm doing is I've turned the heat technology off, but I'm enjoying that beautiful flame effect.
So in the middle of June, when listen, I don't need the heater on, but you know that
it
kind of
does
romantic.
something. It really,
I can
really.
go ahead and turn the. This is the perfect size for a kitchen, by the way.
It really is.
Yeah.
Then this is a thermostat. It runs from 62 to 82 degrees. It's calibrated. The heater will cycle on and off, but it's just a manual dial,
Right.
super easy to use. You don't have to read the manual to use that. And then you can also dim down the flame effect. So you can really run it when you want to transition
Yep.
and get ready for sleep. You can run it and when you want to have that roaring fire. But let's talk about the heat because that's what
Yeah, 'cause
Duraflame is all about.
Not all heat is equal. And I'm not talking about the temperature, I'm talking about the way in which it's generated. This thing is pumping out 451 degrees.
Powerhouse.
Yes.
That is a powerhouse.
On regular household current, the same electrical plug you plug the vacuum cleaner that we just presented.
Exactly. But the difference with infrared heat, you've got that powerhouse heating 1,000 square feet of your home, but the cost of use is no more than 25 cents an hour.
That's an entire, maybe an
Genius.
unfinished basement.
Exactly.
An entire open floor plan, in Florida, at 25 cents an hour.
Exactly. So turn down your central thermostat. This
Right.
is our founding mission from 1972. Turn down your thermostat. That's an expensive element to run. Turn it down, save the money, but add it back in at a much more economical cost. But now with a smaller heater, you're not just heating 400 square feet.
Right.
You're heating 2.5 times that, 1,000 square feet. And you and I love
Go
the
ahead.
fact that it
You read
doesn't
my mind.
dry the air. There is such a difference to the feel. You saw me, I was over 400 degrees. I couldn't put my hand in an oven that hot.
Right.
But I can put my hand and hold my hand right in front of this because of the nature of the technology.
I had a home innovations humidifier on the air earlier in this show. Usually portable heaters and humidifiers are constantly battling one another.
Yep.
This is the one that gets along with my humidifier. This is the unit that my wife and I have in our kitchen. Infrared heat does not change the humidity in a house or an apartment or dwelling, a room,
Not
by
even-
even 1 degree in 24 hours.
Exactly. It is astounding. So if you struggle,
I like the side flame effect too.
Isn't that beautiful?
Yeah.
If you struggle
done.
with dry, itchy throat and nasal passages, my eyes get so dry, my skin gets so dry. This supports better humidity in your home. It doesn't dry it out. The look is stunning. You can see that flame technology from wherever you are in the room, and you can back this directly up next to a wall. You don't
Yeah.
have to add space
The top
to it.
doesn't get hot. In other
It's
words, if you want to
cool
put a
to the
wax candle
touch.
on the top or a house plant,
Exactly.
it's not going to melt either one.
And I love the fact that the controls are in the front, so you don't need any space behind the heater. We really made this as a solution to those
Duraflame,
smaller spaces.
They're the heating people. By the way, see, I'm going to say this and people are going to ask me where to get it. Saw the craziest thing I didn't even know Duraflame had ever done.
What's that?
And we didn't talk about this before. I'm not making this up. It's not April 1st yet. Duraflame partnered with Kentucky Fried Chicken, and they make a Duraflame log that smells like KFC.
Well, that's a low-calorie solution.
I gotta tell you,
I gotta tell you.
my best buddy Tim, his wife got him one for Christmas.
I want to get one of those.
It's the
That's
craziest thing,
fantastic.
but they're constantly innovating.
Well, it's so much fun. I mean, Duraflame started with the logs in 1972.
And they still sell them.
We
yeah.
still do. They're still popular because sitting around a fire is like no other experience in the world. We love our flameless candles. We love that flame technology to change the mood in the room. But when you go to a fireplace experience, there is a coziness. Coziness is not just about the heat.
I agree.
It is about
The
a feeling.
ambience, the
Nobody ever
light,
said a 90-degree day is cozy. But when you're sitting around a Duraflame, even in August when the heat isn't even on, it's about coming back to center, coming back to zen, spending some quality time. We like to break out the board games at home. We just have that family time that we don't have without our Duraflame.
And listen, people work hard for every penny nowadays. I am getting older and I am getting grumpy.
He's nice.
I'm not gonna
He's
I'm not
nice.
gonna sit and freeze in my own house.
No, nobody should.
And
nobody
yet-
should.
I have an oil burner furnace that I joke was built in the Civil War. I'm not that far off. if I turn the thermostat up on the wall, man, this thing should ching like a cash register.
It's so expensive,
So
yeah.
by turning up that thermostat, I am exponentially costing myself more money. With this, it operates at 25 cents an hour. My wife and I are in that kitchen, you know, my wife's in a lot more than I am.
You said, yeah,
her
she really
kitchen
uses
table
it.
is kind of like where she hangs out
And when you heat
does
the
what she
kitchen,
does.
your entire home feels warmer.
Yep.
But we're looking at January and February, tough, cold, brutal
We haven't
months.
even started getting into the cold.
We
We've
haven't.
got 69 more days till spring. But I've got to tell
Yeah.
you, just because April pops up on a calendar doesn't mean that it's not cold in the
you know
morning
what?
in April.
And that's the time of year you want to rely on your Duraflame more than ever.
That's where you want to zone heat.
Turn your
Yes,
furnace
yes.
off. Replace the heat with a Duraflame. The last thing you want to do is turn your central heat on and off and on and off, which is what you do without a Duraflame. He's getting
I'm
a crick in
cringing.
his neck just thinking about it.
This thing will save you money and you'll be more comfortable in your home this winter than you've probably ever been before. There are areas in the country where you use this thing all year round. You know, Phoenix, Arizona in the summer, it's still cold in the morning.
Yeah.
You live in the desert.
Yeah.
So they never recommend that you put one in a bathroom, but you can put it outside the bathroom and beam that heat in
Yeah.
so that bathroom is nice and warm.
This is our beautiful cinnamon
Yeah.
red color. The green we call martini
I
olive.
like that.
I love that vintage color.
And I got to tell you, when I was a kid, I would have told you, oh, I would have hated
My
that color.
daughter's room is
I
pink and
like
green,
that.
matte green. I love it.
This
Next
is
to
called
you,
sweet corn.
and it is so sweet.
And the classics of black.
We have the black and
And
the
bronze.
bronze. Always a winner. Great with any decor.
Emily, thank you.
This is so much fun.
Taking time out of your busy schedule, coming out
Oh,
and
I
hanging
love
out
hanging out with you.
I'm impressed with the quality. This is their finest heating element packed into a smaller package for those of us who just don't have room. Take advantage of it.